with Aiden, and today we are going to make roasted garlic and heirloom tomato bruschetta. So that is like toasted pieces of bread, and it's going to have some yummy roasted garlic on it and chopped up tomatoes and basil and a little bit of olive oil.
First, can I tell them something? So, if you want to bake this at home, and your mom wants to make it, you're gonna have to make it like in the middle of the day or before the middle of the day, because when you put it in the oven, you have to wait like an hour.
Yes, so what we're going to do is we're going to roast the garlic, and the garlic takes an hour to roast in the oven.
Mama.
All right, so let's get started. The recipe that I have listed in the description section calls for 2 heads of garlic. These are small little heads of garlic, so I'm going to use 3 this time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the top off, and then I'm going to put one right here. We're going to put a little bit of grapeseed oil and a little bit of salt on it, and then Aiden's going to wrap it up in the tin foil, and then I'll give you another one, and we'll do it again 3 times. Okay?
Okay, fine, Mama.
Yes.
Mama. Wouldn't the cooking for all 3 of those take 3 hours because they all cook for all of them cook for 1 hour?
First, that is very good adding, but we're going to put them all in the oven together. So even though there's 3 of them, they will just take 1 hour all together. That's a great question. So you can see here that I've chopped the top off, and then I'm going to put just a little drizzle of grapeseed oil and a sprinkle of salt. We can just spread that around.
Why does it taste like plain?
Why does it what?
Taste like plain.
Taste like plain?
When you don't cook it or anything. You just put it in your mouth without putting any flavor on it.
Well, do you mean you put garlic in your mouth before we've cooked it?
What does it taste like?
Don't do that.
Okay. All I need to know is to not do that.
Go ahead and wrap that up, and I'll start getting the other one ready. So Aiden made a nice little package here. We're going to do it 2 more times.
It's like a nice little package.
Like a little gift. We have our 3 garlic packages here that Aiden put together. We have our oven preheated to 425 degrees, and we are going to put these in there to roast for an hour, which is 60 minutes. And then we are going to take them out and let them cool a little bit because they will be too hot to touch when they first come out of the oven.
So you're saying if a dog touched it, it would burn their hand?
Yes, if a dog or a human touches it right out of the oven, it will burn your hand. After these cool for a little bit, then what we're going to do is the inside is going to be nice and soft, and we're going to be able to squeeze out the garlic, and it's going to be all nice and soft, so that we'll be able to spread it onto the baguette later.
I have a question. What do you mean squeeze the garlic?
So what we're going to be able to do, remember how that garlic was hard that you were just wrapping up? When it roasts in the oven, it's going to get soft. Okay, so you're going to...
As soft as dough?
Kind of, yeah. You'll be able to squeeze it, and all the garlic is going to come out. We'll show you. So we'll be back after the garlic cools down and show you guys how to put together the bruschetta. What we are going to do now is we are going to get the baguette ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it up, and then I'm going to put it on this cookie sheet with the tin foil. And what you are going to do, sir, is I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil in here. And I got you this cooking brush right here. And you are going to dip it in the oil and paint it on the bread. Okay? So
okay.
What I'm using for this is a serrated knife.
What's a serrated knife?
You see how it has these edges?
Like a shark tooth?
That's a serrated knife. And serrated knives are good to use for bread and for tomatoes because it doesn't smash them up.
Okay.
And I'm making these about 1 inch thick.
Okay, Mama,
Yep.
am I supposed to be paint it like right here in the
Yep,
middle?
exactly. Paint it on the white, and then you flip it over, and you'll paint the other side as well. Okay?
But what the olive oil stick to the cookie sheet?
It will not. That's why we put the tin foil on there. And oil actually helps things to not stick. I make these an inch thick. I like the bread thicker because then I feel like I can pile a whole bunch on top, and that way there's a good ratio. If you like them thinner, you can do that, but then you probably want to put less topping on it. All right, let me put the rest on here for you so you can keep. Next, I'm going to do the tomatoes. And what I am using are heirloom tomatoes. I like these heirloom tomatoes because they come in lots of pretty colors, and I think the flavor is very yummy. But if you don't have heirloom tomatoes, it's not the season, then you can go ahead and use regular tomatoes.
Mama, what's the best way for making the olive oil not trip on the cookie sheet?
By putting less on your brush. It's just like paint, right? When you put a lot of paint on your brush, then it's probably going to drip. So we're going to put some salt and pepper just on the top. Okay, that's enough. That's actually perfect on that one. They look so yummy.
I agree.
So
Can I show them?
Yes, I was just going to say, let's give them a look. Oop, they're all sliding. There we go. And we're going to pop them in the oven for 10 minutes, and then you're going to keep helping me. Let's smell it. Doesn't it smell so good?
It smells too good.
We have our basil here that we've washed and dried. With basil, you don't want to really use a knife on it because you'll bruise it. So the best way is to pick it off and to tear it.
Could you help me with them too?
So this is a great thing for kids of all ages to do.
Even 3-year-olds?
Even 3-year-olds. This is something that Xander, who's 3, would love to do, and all he has to
They
do is
don't
tear.
even know who's Xander, Mom.
Yeah, well, if they watch the other videos, they would know who Xander is. So he is 3, and this would be a good thing for him too, because all you have to do is tear things up. And he's good at tearing things up. Once you roast the garlic heads, you could just squeeze them out. So watch. Squeeze.
I'm gonna let you do them. Mama.
They all come out. One.
Because to me they look gross. But they do smell good.
Roasted garlic smells so good.
I know.
Squeeze. It's come out.
I'm
Like
gonna-
toothpaste.
It's nothing compared to toothpaste.
Well, I mean, you could squeeze it out like toothpaste.
Okay, it's 1% toothpaste.
So I'm just gonna mash up.
Like,
the
mash, mash,
garlic.
mash, 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 mash.
We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here
Why is there so much olive oil?
because it's delicious.
But you don't need to put But you don't need to put olive oil and salt and everything. Just because they taste good doesn't mean you need to put it in everything.
So our bread is out of the oven and we let it cool for a couple of minutes so we didn't burn our hands. And we're going to put one of these together now.
Oh, and I'm gonna mention that Mom made meatballs.
Yeah, so,
Mama, I don't want to put that on mine.
okay.
I'm gonna just put these on mine.
Okay, so I just put some roasted garlic on mine.
And I just put this on mine, and it's gonna taste delicious.
He's putting the tomatoes and basil.
Then I'm gonna put some around my plate, so there will be more after.
Beautiful. Can I show them your plate?
Ooh.
Oh. So here's Aiden's plate covered in tomatoes.
It looks like a veggie when you put it up against there.
So I'm gonna put some tomatoes on top of mine. So
So it
an
could-
option that I listed on the recipe is to put some balsamic glaze on it. I love the flavor of this. So it's up to you. It's just like a little drizzle. And when balsamic vinegar is turned into a glaze,
Mama.
it gets kind of sweet.
Mama, I'm gonna put one fancy thing on here that will make it look delightful. Mama,
What's that?
this.
Ah. So here is mine.
And mine's is the fanciest.
Here is Aiden. So we're having bruschetta for dinner, and then you're tasting without me. And then we're having meatballs and green beans on the side too.
It tastes so good.
So Aiden likes it. Let's see.
So good.
Aiden is being very silly. Bruschetta makes me so happy in the summers because the tomatoes taste so fresh, the basil tastes so fresh, and I love olive oil and balsamic vinegar. It just tastes so good, and the baguette is so crunchy. So good.
So good.
So I hope you all make it. I hope you enjoyed as much as we do. Let us know in the comments section. And we hope to see you soon back here. Bye everyone.